Hello my good students, welcome back to our Pacific campaign on War on the Sea with the mighty Imperial Japanese Navy. They're not feeling quite so mighty, somewhat put in our place actually by a somewhat minor battleship task force previously, where we did send a final South Dakota back to port. Unfortunately not able to quite sink that because we ran out of ammunition on all of our main ships there. Not to worry though, we will see that in the far future. We did sink a Wichita and a Brooklyn. We'll be sending our invasion support task force back to rest and repair though. Let's go to the strategic map and see what we can do today. So I think the aim for today is to land on Puerto Princesa over here. The thing is, we are waiting for our invasion supplies, and they are very much our supplies over here. We have a lot of supplies over here, waiting to get onto Puerto Princesa. Around 8,000, so we don't actually want to land with quite everything just yet. I think what we're going to do is take the supplies, or at least 1,000 supplies or so, from Del Monte over here to help with Puerto Princesa, and leave some troops in reserve there, just because we're going to burn through the supplies so much quicker than troops there, and supplies are exactly what we need. So we're going to take most of the troops from Davao over here. We have 8.9 thousand. Are we in range to pick up already? That's the question. Not quite, that's fine. We can move along with that. And in fact, we shall move along now. We do see some supply ships over here, actually. So we're going to launch out some. Should we launch out with Donryus in case there's more than what we expect over here? We'll launch them out with some numerous, let's see, full all-purpose 250 kilogram bombs there. See what we can do. We'll try and intercept that with our submarine there and come forwards with Nagato task force in case that is rather large there, but I'm not entirely sure it will be. Don't want it to land on Guam either way, really, do we? So let's move forwards and see what we can do with that. So let's keep going. And it looks like we are now in range to pick up some troops. So we'll go onto the Kokuryu Marus there. 1.2, 2.4, 3.6-ish. Let's round that up to 4,000 there. Should be okay there. And I think we'll leave 1,000 or so here, and that should be okay. So we just need to wait now for the long time that our invasion supplies are going to come around here. That's going to try and come around their backs here. I'm not entirely sure that's going to be in range though. Let's see, that's 30 kilometers. We're going to have to come round. How long is it going to take in total to get there? Let's just say we can do that. 140 hours. It's going to be roughly the same time. So we come around here. It's probably a bit safer. Come through here. Not to worry there. We will have the support of Akagi and Hiryu over here as well if we do encounter any enemy planes there. So we'll pull these back. Not really needed just yet, and we'll pull these back so that we're in position in the future there. That is absolutely fine. Do we have anything waiting at Kure? No, we don't. We've got these waiting to get rearmed soon, and we'll have our engineering task force ready in soon as well. Let's keep going then and see what we have over here, shall we? Okay, so what we have over here is actually a couple ships we've tried to hit before. We can see this is the oiler we hit with some Bettys in the previous video. Did get 3 torpedo hits on that, but you can see not enough to sink that. We're actually going to try and go for the C3 over here with our Donryus, because if they do manage to land on to Guam, some fuel isn't going to hurt us, but some troops certainly will. And of course the C3 is the one which can carry troops. So take a line ahead and then we'll break off and we'll see what we can do here. Maybe a couple hits. Really was just a couple hits there. That's not going to be enough to sink it at all. Yeah, moderate damage there. We're going to have to come back round. So let's get out of their range and come out and retreat. That's not going to develop any more, and I don't think we can launch anymore either. That's rather unlucky, but we know it's not anything major, so we are rather safe there. That is absolutely fine. Don't think we're going to intercept those with our submarines, but we can come around and create a patrol out here, I think, to catch anything else there. We'll make sure this submarine is patrolling as well, because sometimes it doesn't quite work once you have saved the game and come out. They do seem to neglect any previous orders sometimes. So let's keep going. Alrighty, so we've got some early warning coming off here. We've sighted quite the large invasion task force towards, I believe it's pronounced Pohnpei. Rather nasty. This is just southeast of Truck. I did launch Emily's out with some bombs over here, thinking it wasn't so large. I don't think we're going to get in with these, because look at this. Where are we? 1, 2, 3. Do I need to say anything else? Do I really need to say anything else? That's basically all of their Atlantas in one task force. How many Atlantas are there in total? I believe it's a fair few. Yeah, 8. We have not sunk any. So it's nearly half of their Atlantas in one task force here. I'm not going to risk going in with these Emilys. I really don't think it's worth it. We might not hit, we might not get in at all with those Atlantas about. Emilys, of course, being rather large targets there, so we are going to retreat out there. That's rather unlucky. If they are going straight towards Pohnpei, we are going to lose that, unfortunately. We're just going to have to keep an eye out on that. To tell you what we can do is, if we can bloody select the planes now, is we can try and watch those, because we do have a lot of fuel endurance, and try and keep contact with that, but we shall see. Yeah, that does look like it's going towards Pohnpei over here. Can only really launch Mavises to defend that. I think we're going to lose that. Rather unlucky. Believe, where are we? Can we find it on the list? Yeah, that is a victory objective, so we'll need to retake that in the future. Nothing really decent from Cosro over here either. Just gotta say goodbye, unfortunately. We're not going to get in with these Emilys. We can try. Can at least try. Let's go for it. Might as well go with some Mavises as well, really, if we're going to make an effort. We're going with some bombs, because we will lose them. We really will lose them if we do anything else. Let's go. There we go. Could not see them when we came in. So, of course, we want to go for some supply ships, but we do have to beat through the Atlanta defences first. I think we want to go for this particular ship, because it's the largest and the hardest, and it will carry the most troops. I believe it's a Harris that is slightly more troop orientated there. Let's increase our speed and altitude if possible, and come round to the front there. Speed and altitude, please. And all we can do is just zoom in and hope we hit it, really. It's really all we can do. There's just so much flak going to come out of there, though. Really nasty. Just get the Mavises to go straight in. We will try and get the Emilys on the flank, if possible. It's not going to be the most ideal approach here, but I think we'd be lucky to get anything off at all, really. But having said that, the flak isn't being the most accurate, and with our increased altitude, that is helping. And it'll mean we get a greater drop distance, but somewhat less accuracy, I would imagine. Yeah, it's not... We did drop, just have to speed on through there. Just a couple hits would be nice to begin with, wouldn't it? Should be dropping soon. Oh, of course it's a dud. Why would it be anything else? Why would it be anything else? Alright, let's zoom in with these Emilys then. Yeah, we're losing the Mavises on the retreat there, but it's better than on the retreat than on the approach, isn't it? Let's come in from here. And hope we get something off. But we'd need basically all of these to hit now at this point. Just not going to happen there. We will keep the wide formation here rather than go line ahead, because stuff like that's going to happen. They are still dropping. That's brilliant. Do get the greater amount of bombs from the Emily's because they're that much larger and heavier. Now what are we going to get? Are we going to get anything? That's the question. Oh, gotta snap the camera. There we go. Do not like the snappy camera. And a complete miss. Excellent. Well, great defense. Pohnpei puts up a great fight there. Excellent. Could not ask for anything better. But yeah, there we go. That's that. Let's all say bye-bye. What do we actually have on Pohnpei? Not really any troops at all, really. So it's going to be difficult to gauge exactly what does land on there. It's quite the distance from Liu, isn't it, to reinforce that? Because we do have troops loaded up, but we don't have any supplies loaded up. I might just have to sacrifice a like Iwo. Let's speed on ahead. We do see some more ships over here, though. It's the time. We do have time to launch something out from Hugh, I think. Try and get that. Yeah, watch out for Pohnpei. Here we go. Encounter at Kaohsiung. We are intercepting some supplies over here. Let's move in towards that. There's some scouts coming off here. That's rather interesting. We'll have to watch out for that. But let's say bye-bye to Pohnpei. Enemy troops have landed. So, I think it's a guess, 2,000. But they only had 3 landing ships, but they did have a lot of destroyers, and one of them was a transport Clemson. So let's say about 2,000 with a good amount of supplies there. If we were quick, and if we knew it were coming a bit earlier, we could, of course, get these over here. But we don't have the supplies to support that, do we? Not particularly. We have some at truck. Guam's got some if we needed. We can give it a go. We can certainly give it a go. So let's go to these supplies. Actually, what do we have on Paleo? We're only 1,000. Let's go to these supplies. These are the ones loaded with troops. That's going to take 95 hours. Do we think we're going to be able to hold on to that? Is it just a re-invasion? Is it best to hold on to that, or do we go for Puerto Princesa as per our original plan? Because that's going to be more valuable. We weren't really using Pohnpei anyway, were we? I think really we strike back. I think we strike back. We'll leave that, pretend as if we don't care, wait for our supplies to come down as per the plan, and go to Puerto Princesa. Just a minor itch, but it's not a deep cut. That's absolutely fine. Let's carry on. Alrighty, so we should now be in range to send back some ships from invasion support to rest and repair. What do we want to send back to rest and repair? Well, basically anything that is damaged, and that is both battleships, the Nachi and Mikuma. So we're sending back the majority of our force here, but you know what, it's for the best. It shouldn't take too long really. 23 components damaged. The Issei will certainly take the longest to come out. Fuso shouldn't take very long, Nachi shouldn't take very long, neither should the Makuma over here. Unyo shouldn't be too bad either, but we'll send all of that back anyway. We will of course get reimbursed for it, so it's not too much of a bother. Let's send those back. And how long is that going to take in our dockyard? 17 days for the Issei, 14 for the Taiyo, that's absolutely fine. 4 days for the cruisers and Fuso. So that's absolutely not bad at all. That can at least come back out in 4 days' time, ready for some patrols. But that's absolutely fine. We weren't doing too much with it anyway at the moment, so it's okay. We shall be getting resupplied in, I believe, 5 days' time. Should be day 119. We have sighted some supplies over here, so let's intercept those. Go straight at them. We are sending our engineering task force actually to get Hong Kong up to a level 1 airfield there, so that we can get out some more radar and some more plane coverage over to this area here, so that we can spot these coming in a little bit earlier if possible there. Probably want to get us up to a level 2 airfield at some point. Our supplies for the invasion, still quite a way to go, and we've not sighted anything else so far, which is rather unlucky. But I'm sure something will turn up. I'm sure something shall occur. Let's keep our fingers crossed that it's not too massive, and we'll keep at it. Well, a day or so has passed, and really this is all that's happening. And to be honest, it's not a bad problem to have. We're just sighting loads and loads of enemy supply ships. We have caught with our supply interceptors outside of Formosa a Cimarron and what I believe to be a Dutch fuel transport as well. We'll just see how the solutions rise with that. It's looking pretty decent. If it's going around 60%, must have found that pretty decent, or identified that quite well is what I'm trying to say there. Just turning around because they are to our flank over here, so we can get a full broadside off and get all of our guns firing. Shouldn't be too difficult. The Cimarron though does have, as you can see, these very nasty flat cannons on the back there, which can double as some very light artillery, surface-to-surface artillery there. So you're in a bit of danger of taking some damage. If it gets a lucky shot onto one of our destroyer escorts there, we will take a magazine explosion. So we need to focus that down with our light cruisers, and we're making our destroyer escorts focus on the Dutch ship over here. They don't generally seem to get too many hits though, although one coming in there. Not doing too badly with that. We're getting a pretty decent solution, 60 to 70, not too bad at all on that. Should get some magazine explosions ourselves very soon. If we do manage to keep that up, not doing too badly there. They are laying smoke. We are going at full speed. Not quite actually. Move that up to 36 knots. And what we'll do is, we'll keep on this particular course so we can chase them while keeping a decent angle on them. We are on their flank, but that's unfortunately where their guns are concentrated with these two ships. It does mean we're crossing their T very nicely though. Unfortunately, this is really the most excitement we've had today. But you know, again, it's a good problem to have. At least we're not rushed off our feet, pushing back waves and waves of large invasion fleets recently, which we have had a lot of, haven't we, in the last couple of videos. Do we want to try and get some manual shots off? That might be a decent idea actually, because they're going fairly slowly. We're quite close to them and we'll just be wasting ammo otherwise. So try and zoom in as close as we can with the camera there. Very nice hit there actually. And just judge our lead as much as we can. Don't need to give too much lead at this distance and this slow speed here. So that should be fine with Kuma there. Let's go out with Nagara. just on the tip there. Let's see if we do get any decent hits. We are getting hits, so that's not looking bad at all there. Let's wait for the next salvo to come in. It's not slowing down just yet. I'll just readjust our aim. Oh, don't need to. Scored a magazine explosion there. That is brilliant. That will be going down very soon. Look at the fires on that. So, let's move our targets then over to the Dutch ship, shall we? Have everyone fire on that. We'll hold out on there. Let our guns move over to position there. And we'll change our manual fire over. So that's going a little quicker at 13 knots. So we'll give that a slight bit better lead there. We're actually going to fire out. There we go. And we'll do the same over here. We haven't pressed hold over here, so just let our guns turn around for that. Because otherwise our aim will not be great there. It has slowed down its speed. Looks like we led a little too much with our Kuma there. Should be able to fire out now with Nagara. Let's... oh, that is brilliant. Let's just do about there-ish, I think. Yeah, that's looking good. And I think we'll hold off with our destroyers because they do have somewhat limited ammo and I don't want to waste it. Don't want to keep going backwards and forwards to resupply, do we? Our light cruisers do have a greater amount of ammunition on them. Just double check that. Yeah, good 7 times more roughly, I think, which is not bad at all. Let's readjust our aim because that will have changed. It is slowing down. It's not bad at all. Very nice hit on that indeed. It is going down, so we can come out. Excellent, lovely 4 command points. That's really all we've been doing. We've sighted another supply ship over here. It does say CV, but that will be supplies. We've sighted even more over here. They're just pushing, aren't they? Really pushing their luck is what they're really pushing here. Might want to launch some zeros out of our newly replenished aircraft carriers here because we can't let them go, can we? Really can't let them go. We are roughly on 200. I think that might have just pushed us over 200 enemy ships sunk. Yeah, 206. Excellent. Our losses, we could have done without them, certainly. But against the 200 enemy ships, I will take that. The Akatsuki's and Asashio, some of the more limited destroyers, unfortunately. But I've just got to take it. So let's hope we strafe this group down. We're going to leave this one alone for the minute. And just get on top of Hong Kong and wait for our supplies to come in. Alrighty, so we should now be in range to actually unload our cargo on Hong Kong. Let's see if we can do that. Oh, how is that not close enough? Look at that. Disgusting. Give me 2 seconds. There we go. We should now be in range. Absolutely brilliant. Can we upgrade that? Yes, we can. Level 1 airfield, please. Thank you very much. What can we get? It's short range attack aircraft, so that's okay. That'll be very useful if we do get that to level 2 in tandem with Kaohsiung over here. So I think that will be the plan for this particular task force for the near future here. We have been reimbursed for our 2 heavy cruisers and our Fuso from invasion support, but we will get resupplied properly tomorrow as well as our new command points from that. So might want to save up because we will get 76 command points in from that. We will see. We shall see. We're coming in with some zeros here to support our invasion supplies over here. Might bring these specifically over invasion supplies there. And we may well have an air battle on our hands there. We come from Del Monte as well. We don't have any zeros from there or on Devour either, which is a shame. But not to worry, should be able to do that fairly easily. Okay, well, to begin with, looks like being intercepted by some buffaloes, and that is amazing. I've not seen buffaloes in this game at all, of course. Not part of the base game. Looks like some of them, unless they've dropped already, that's very, very quick. They may well have dropped. I'm pretty sure I saw some bombs. There we go. 1 dud bomb already, and 1 real explodey bomb. It looks like we've downed a couple of them. If that's it, if that is it, we should be okay. We're just checking our rear. Going to come back over here with these planes because you will have spotted something if it is if there is anything out here by now. So come back. We don't have the grace of air radar, of course, in this task force. That's something we're really hoping for when we get our Akazukis available in a couple months' time. They can really be our lovely workhorse for defending every sort of task force from air attacks, giving us some sort of sight on there. This increases 0 speed, so it does catch up to the Buffalo. We do, of course, outmatch the Buffaloes quite heavily. They're not particularly impressive planes, but they do the job generally for airfield defence against strike aircraft, but not against Zeros. We have to slow down here to help our turn, but it's not lessening us, unfortunately. Just this one guy left. Should be an easy kill. Just needs to catch up. Hold off there. It's not letting us. Automatically firing out now. So make sure that does turn off. Increase our speed to catch up there. This guy's going to have to get the kill. Straying in range of our small arms there from our ships. Dodging and weaving. He's putting on a good fight there. Being rather bloody annoying. He's taking a couple hits though and he is smoking. There we go, got someone on his tail by the looks of it there. Come on, you can do it. There we go, lovely, lovely stuff there. Let's come out, that'll be everything for that. I'm sure there'll be some sort of bombers about as well. We do see some more bloody supply ships over here. Let's deal with them as well. Okay, well, weirdly enough, we did send out some fighters over the next day. We managed to do the last stretch in between the bases under the cover of night. We managed to send out some fighters from Akigen Hiryu, but they didn't bother intercepting us. They've definitely seen us under this radar and after seeing us yesterday, but not to worry, absolutely take that. So, the supplies first, I think. Let's unload those. Not sure bombardment, can't do that anyway. And we shall send in the invasion supplies large, all of their troops as well. How are we looking? Very, very nice indeed. Just need to make sure we do keep some supplies on there, but that should be ours within a, say, 2 or 3, 3 to 4 days, I think that would be. Excellent. So we shall send, what do we want to send? We'll send the invasion supplies back to Kure, I think, and we will send them the slightly longer way, I think, so that we do have the protection of our carriers. We will send them back through the Philippines here, all the way back to Kure. Gonna take some time. Very nice indeed there. And we'll of course take our supplies large back out as well over here. So we have just been resupplied. And what do we have? We have, of course, some fairly decent supplies over here on Kure now. But what do we want to do with our ships? We have 2 destroyers over here. Do we want to get out the Fuso again? Or do we want to create a new fighting force which will be bigger and badder than anything else we currently have? What do I mean by that? Well, I mean we are going to go to Kure and actually just quickly add up what it would look like to get out the Fuso, Nachi and Mikumo once again. If we go to BB, go to Fuso, that would be 65 of course, and we go to CA and we shall go to Myoko and we shall go to Mogami. So that'll be 119. Let's just have a look at that. So that will give us 121 points to play with afterwards. Could. Let's see, 121 command points. What else do we have in the dockyard? We have Issei and Taiyo. That will take some time still. What I'm thinking is make Fighting Force 2 a true fighting force by giving that a battleship. And I want that to be quite a modern battleship. Quite a decent battleship. And give that, of course, a second... Oh, we do have 2 heavy cruisers there. We have Tone and Mogami there. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 destroyers there. Let's say 1 battleship gives us another couple slots there. I think what we're going to do is go to Kure, New Sea, and we're going to get, how many cows do we have left? to get. We have Maya and Cholka. We're going to get Takao. We're going to get a light cruiser. We're going to get... Do we have any Sendais left? We have the Naka. We're going to take that. And we're going to get, guys, it's time, finally, on day 119, what we've all been waiting for. The 1942 Yamato. Just checking when the Hizen's going to be out. 1943, quite the long wait. But yeah, the Yamato, the mighty one, is finally coming out. Let's press done there. Excellent. So that was 3 slots after that. Do we want to bring out another destroyer for this group? Just to help with any anti-submarine warfare there. I think 5 destroyers is very nice indeed. So let's get, I think, a Fubuki is always nice, isn't it? Fubuki is indeed always nice. Let's go for that. We can certainly afford one. Done. And we shall merge groups. That's what we're looking for. Excellent. Fighting Force 2 shall now be a very, very fearsome fighting force. Bring that straight to Peleliu, and we shall wait for the Issei and Taiyo to come back before we bring stuff out for invasion support over here. We could certainly get a couple heavy cruisers out now for that, actually, to save some time and bring this out to help if we do need to round here. It might not be a bad idea at all, actually. Let's go for Kure once again. You see. And we shall go to heavy cruisers, and we'll go back to Miyoko and Mogami over here. Excellent. And they can move over here, and we'll make them merge in just a second. Just wait for Yamato to move out. Excellent. Merge groups. Thank you very much. So, I might actually want to get some more destroyers now that I look at it. Oh, it's indecisions here. Indecisiveness. Let's go for a Fubuki's always nice. I'm going to go for Hatsuharu as well. I might actually want to go for another light cruiser. We'll go for a... What do we have left? We're not going to be able to afford one. That'll do. Merge groups once again, and that's now a decent patrol force at least, so that we can go a bit further out and catch out any supplies in our backlines once again. So that is unfortunately all we have time for today, guys. We made some decent strategic progress. No real major threats about, other than of course that small thing on Pohnpei, which we started with, but not to worry too much there. We've landed on Puerto Princesa over here, and that will be ours within a few days, I should think. So, thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it, and I look forward to using the mighty one in a future video. When that will be, we do not know. Hopefully soon. So, I shall see you in the future. I hope all of your nights and days are auspicious. Goodbye.